Hi everyone, I am the Sarcastic Sloth, and welcome to my channel. So what we're going to be doing today, it's a bit of a end of week roundup that I intend to do. I'll think of a name at some point when I can be bothered. My roundup at the end of the day, I'll do what I want. Just with things that have popped up, maybe I've seen on Twitter or any other social media for that matter, that I've wanted to discuss, but they didn't really merit their own 10 to 20 minute video really. We've got 4 videos in total. We've got 2 involving Karens, so that's always fun, isn't it? That's always a nice bit of cringe, and I do love my cringe. We've also got a video involving Hansen, which, let's be fair, that's going to be pretty cringe, let's be honest. And then also the last one, well, I'll just let that be a surprise. We'll enjoy that together. Without further ado, let's crack on.
What is that?
Native Americans are
Excuse me, this is what this whole world...
White people are not from this country. Don't serve her.
Yeah, you do not
Don't serve her racist ass.
You don't tell... No.
The girl has a very, very, very valid point there, right? So before all of this kicks off, like, she says, "Are you from this country?" And then the girl shoots back and says, "Are you from this country?" And that's something that I always find very strange when we'll talk about America specifically because, obviously this video is from there. I always find it weird when white Americans say that to any other person. I don't know if you realise, but you are in fact a product of immigration. Is it the same as for Australia? Do you think Australians, just like white people, just randomly popped up on that part of the globe and then randomly popped up on this part of the globe, but most densely concentrated in like Scandinavia and Europe? It just seems pretty bizarre that they have this thought process that they've had a handful of generations living in that country, that they are basically from that country. It's like, you're not though. Like, do you get how it works? And for you to get there, your ancestors had to immigrate there. Like, that's just 2 + 2, mate. It's just, I've never understood that logic. Whenever you get these kinds of like racist white people in America, where they're like, "You ain't from round here." Neither are you, dude. Neither are you. How can you hate immigrants when you are basically the product of immigrants yourself? It's just, I hate to tell you this, but last time I checked, you weren't Native American. So, it's pretty weird, isn't it?
No. Continue serving.
You need to leave. You're not a part of this. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. No, you do not come in.
This is something that Karens do that just is so irritating. Is the fact that they feel that they can just strong arm and control any situation, like they're the boss all of a sudden. What qualifies you? Because at the moment, what I'm looking at, nothing qualifies you at the moment. You just look like a giant racist.
And use the F word and swear and call me a bitch.
I've never even said that.
I said she is, and you're not a part of it.
That word.
So you get out here.
I can be racist, but you can't use a couple of curse words.
That's why she's leaving. So you will leave too.
No. This is going all over the internet. You don't know who I am.
You will leave too. Physically make me, like, you crazy woman.
You told her to go back to her country where she's from.
I didn't even agree with her. That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Where are you born? Where are you born?
The girl that she's speaking to in a very horrible, condescending manner, like, to me, as a Brit from not round them parts, I would be like, yeah, she's American. She sounds American. She's American. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't understand what qualifies it, apart from, in this woman's head, the colour of her skin. You are the product of immigration yourself. So what are you chatting?
Where were you born, bitch? I was born in America, bitch. Where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country.
You're going back to Mexico.
Bitch, you better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into her. Excuse me.
Bitch, you just touched me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you deserved it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, reality has just set in and I can't do what I want. Oh man, that was delicious, wasn't it? That was absolutely delicious. You just, that fed my soul.
In my opinion. Yeah, you pushed her and she smacked you. That was self-defense on her part.
Oh, she grabbed me.
Nope.
Go on, bro. I love how you get that, it's usually the guy holding the camera in these kinds of videos where they're like, "No, I will stand here and I will say exactly what I need to say." I will not be intimidated by you, even though you quite clearly remind me of my mother. That was satisfying. Do you know what's even better, mind? Is there's this picture that someone's put up. It's like in a comic style. I'll put it up now. And it's absolutely sick. It's that girl just slapping that holy hell out of this woman who's dressed like Beetlejuice's mum. Okay, on with the next.
Is this your property? Hi, I'm asking you.
That woman is terrifying, man. What? Look at that face, dude. Oh my god, right, oh my god. She is terrifying to me. Like, the look in her eyes is mental, right? She looks like quite a few different things, right? So in my head, first off, I feel like she looks like one of the vampires off Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She's got that kind of vibe to her, like, oh my god. And then on the other hand, the way she's looking, like, with those eyes, she's like Medusa. Like, and like that crazy hair is like the snakes, and she's trying to turn him into stone. Let's get on with this.
This is your property.
Why are you asking?
Because it's private property.
Because it's private.
Is this your property? And she's doing that thing where she's putting her hands behind her back to seem less threatening. But God, you just.
Property,
So,
sir.
are you defacing private property, or is this your building? You're free to express your
No,
opinion,
we
but not on people's property.
Okay.
absolutely.
Sure.
Just respectfully.
Sure.
So,
Oh my God. I'm about to hit my quota being able to handle this woman right now. This is too much. I mean, this guy is just like an oink. He's just in the background. I bet at all times he has to stay just that distance away from his I guess it's his missus, has to stay away from her in case he he has to look at her through a reflection as opposed to look her directly in the face. Otherwise he turns to stone, and now he's just terrified and films all of her intense interactions with the general public.
just saying, absolutely, your signs and everything, and that's good. This is not the way to do it.
Okay.
It's private property.
But if I did live here and it was my property, this would be absolutely fine. And you don't know if I live here or if this is my property.
We actually do know. That's why we're asking.
Oh, really? Because you live here, right? You said so.
This woman is horrible. I can tell she eats babies, man. Like, for sure. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I mean, I think we both know that. Yeah, pretty much.
We know the person who does live here.
Oh, okay.
So
Then I suggest you call him or call the police, or
Call the police.
because you're accusing me of a crime, correct?
What I'm asking you is why are you...
And I'm not answering you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So your choices are to call the cops if you believe I'm calling a crime, and I will more than be happy to talk to him.
Okay, thank you.
She definitely warrants her own horror movie, doesn't she? I mean, oh my God, like that just... It's not just her face. I'm not having a go because she has got crazy eyes and everything, but she has a horrible aura about her. I do not like this woman at all. She's just the same as the previous Karen, where all they want is things to go their way, but oof, God.
What's your name again?
I'm Lisa.
Lisa, what's your last name?
I'm Lisa.
What's your name? I asked first, Lisa. What's your name, sir? What's your last name, sir?
What is your first name, sir?
I'm not answering. I'm not talking to you. You're talking to me. I'm asking you the questions.
Well, we're not doing anything illegal.
Neither am I.
Actually, you are, because it's
Really?
private property.
Oh, okay. Well, then call the cops.
Call the cops. Yeah.
Lisa and Robert.
Yeah.
I'll be right here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Ugh.
Doesn't matter.
It's chalk, man. Like there's just gonna be like a bit of rain and it'll wash off anyway. What? Absolute wench. I can't stand that woman. I don't know her, but for the 1 minute and 30 seconds that this has gone on for, I can't stand her. Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah.
That's Karen.
Best keep
and she's calling
walking.
the cops. And this is going to be really funny. Because she knows the people who live here. Personally.
He definitely is just, this is one of his greatest days. Oh, that was amazing. That started off terrifying, and then it had a happy resolution, so I feel good now. I don't feel like I need to pace anymore. Okay, so for the next one, it's only 34 seconds. It's our Chris Hansen clip, so I'm just going to play it through and then comment on it afterwards.
You know, I see something else interesting, and that is that a number of the girls, now young women, who I've talked to and interviewed for this case, are also involved in the protests, the Black Lives Matter movement, in the aftermath of George Floyd's murder in Minneapolis. Do you see any parallels there?
He couldn't help himself, could he? He literally could not help himself from trying to insert himself into anything that's occurring at the moment that detracts attention from him. I love the way that girl, as well, she sort of froze, like, you know how like a computer screen does when it's just like, oh my god, this is too much information. And she's got this face as well on the lead up to it. She's like going, don't ask me what you're about to ask me. Do not ask me what you're about to ask me. Oh, he did. Oh my god, I can't believe he just asked me that. Well, it's just absolutely absurd. Here we go, Chris. I'm going to answer your question for you, because there is actually one parallel that I can actually put together between the two, and that is the girls who were involved in the Dabby Vanity, or are involved in the Dabby Vanity case, who are also the same girls who are getting involved in the Black Lives Matter protests. Their only parallels I can see is that they're into justice on both fronts. Case closed. Question done. I'm not even going to go into the massive fall from grace that he's actually had, because quite frankly, it's just, you know, there's more than enough YouTube documentaries out there, so you can go and watch them for yourself. He just needs to absolutely creep into everything that's going at that given point. What a disappointment he turned out to be in the end, eh? We thought he was on our side. We thought he was doing the good work, and it just turned out that he's a massive narcissist who's living all the way up his own, and he smells his own farts and he tells himself it's perfume. Ridiculous. And last but not least, here we have our mystery video. So let's check this out and squirm together.
Tent in the house, and yes, we have all the great memories of the OG Hype House. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour and show you a few of the things that were left.
Okay, I've got to give you a bit of context here. So this is as you could tell, a full-grown woman who has broken into the Hype House and is filming herself going around. Now, I'm not a Twitter person. I don't find it interesting whatsoever, and so it's a little bit lost on me. However, I do find it quite bizarre that a woman of this age has broken into the house, into the Hype House, and I'll just take it back one little bit here. When she's talking, like, her voice is like breaking over like the memories that she's having of the Hype House.
In the house, and yes, we have all the great memories of the OG Hype House. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour and show you a few of the things that were left.
This is unsettling at best. It is disturbing at worst.
Gosh darn it, life is great. Water.
Hi guys, I've got your pillow and I have your cycling helmet. Hi. It's too much.
Water gallon. Vlog. Wow.
Wow. Bloody hell, man. I tell you what, have these guys, have they moved out? Because they ain't getting that bond back.
Cool. Ooh. The infamous stare.
Yeah, I can't take the piss out of this woman too much, because She's clearly having a bit of a time at the moment. Like when I saw this video posted on Twitter originally, I did say in my comment either she needs to take a mental health month or she needs to lay off the crack. It's one of the two. More inclined to believe it's the first one. She sounds like a stressed out person in terms of, you know, when someone's just like they've snapped and they're just really into things that they probably shouldn't really be into. Although who am I to say what you should and shouldn't be into, but you get what I mean. I mean, when you're breaking into houses, I think it's not the best thing for anyone to be doing, really, and it's not a good look either.
Beautiful. Our new junior hype house is gonna be lit. So I'm presently.
Oh my days. I thought what was really funny about this is before I actually watched that video for the first time, is I thought she was broken in with like her daughter. It's just her, which is just, yeah, that's something else, isn't it? So there you have it. I wanted to talk about these things. I couldn't possibly justify stretching these clips into 10 minutes on their own, so I thought I'd just compile them and, you know, just discuss them from there. I'm probably going to do this every Sunday from now on, just so that it's a way to sort of round off the week and that I can sort of get all the stragglers off Twitter and such. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you'd like to leave me a like, that would be fantastic. And if you'd subscribe, well, that would just be banging. Take it easy, stay safe out there.